For decades, people around the world have displayed a range of special powers and abilities. These powered beings came together and built superpowered cities to thrive in. My name is Angus, and I'm a journalist for the Daily Deposit. My partner Sal and I interview the citizens of Super City, investigating incidents and exploits, and helping where we can, holding the powerful accountable. Because heroes don't do paperwork.
Hello, super citizens, and welcome to Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, the only podcast about events both big and small in Super City. I'm one of your hosts, Angus, joined as always by my co-host, Sal.
Woo! Hello, listeners.
We are reporters in Super City. We work at the Daily Deposit, one of the newspapers of Super City, and we are here to bring you the news. Now, Sal, is you're a little more rambunctious today. How would you describe it?
Angus, I would describe it as I am high on life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
and anything
something
else?
Someone slipped me last night.
Okay,
at the
yes.
club.
Yeah, you listeners, you can't see this, but Sal has like those glow stick bracelets and necklaces. He's got quite a few of those, and the slotted glasses, like a pair of blinds in front of glasses, I think.
That's exactly right, Angus.
That's exactly
what they're called too.
I think those are still very cool and not like a very specific reference from like 2013. 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, if people are just choosing episode 117 to jump in on, Sal and I last week we went into the Enchanted Forest district and killed a fey deer that had stolen Sal's will to live, and Sal subsequently getting that back has kind of de-aged, maybe 20 years.
About 20 years,
yeah. So you're like 20, 21 right now.
Yeah, and I'm sort of getting out in the world for the first time, experiencing freedom. I'm out from under the thumb of my parents, and I'm realizing what I was missing out on, and I'm finding my true, genuine self.
And what was it that you were missing out on? I'm guessing raves, based on everything going on.
Yes, no, that's
okay. It was raves.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of raves out there. There's silent raves. There's extra loud raves. There's just raves classic.
Well, so and this is kind of going back a bit, and I know you've changed a lot since the podcast originally started, but you were kind of always the more orderly of the two of us. A rave sounds really not up your alley. It's sweaty bodies gyrating on each other, loud music, or I guess quiet raves. And just
Angus, you know me. I seek to sort of fit myself into any established community and leave my mark. And so even in the raving community, I got there and I saw what I took to be disorganized partying.
I see.
And I set about bringing my own personal brand of calm organization to wild, reckless partying. And I feel like we achieved a happy medium.
Oh, that's really cute, actually. I'm seeing all these, instead of like little plastic baggies, single-serving little plastic baggies on your desk, you have a bunch of single-serving little manila envelopes.
That's exactly right.
That's very cute and orderly.
And they're much more reusable.
They are. And
recyclable. So
they are. Wow.
And there was other things too,
Sal, the glowing fingertip thing that you have going on right now, the listeners can't see that. That's literally just.
But I'm doing so much gesticulating.
No, I know it's cool for me, but like the listeners, they can't see any of that.
Are we sure we want to be doing a podcast anymore? Maybe we need a more visual medium, because the youth today, they're not really doing this whole audio only thing.
It's true.
They have this wild thing where they only watch content like 15 seconds at a time. So maybe we start doing like micro casts.
That's not a bad idea for an episode too, Sal, of just 15 second clips of other episodes we've done. Yeah, that might
be fun.
That could be fun. Could be fun. Well, I'm glad you've got this going on, man. I will say it's even kind of inspiring,
And when we first started the show, you were much different. I don't want to use the term slacker, because you never really slacked off.
No.
But you definitely gave off an air of someone who was too cool for whatever it was you were doing at any given moment.
I thank you. Yeah, I certainly I would have labeled myself a slacker, but I'm glad that you didn't feel that fit.
Well, I didn't want to use that term, but as you can tell, it was the first word that came to mind.
I see. Accurate as it may be, I didn't want to use it because okay, I see. Well, yeah, no,
it's the same way doctors kind of dance around cancer.
Yeah, yes, yeah. You called it the big S. You're like yes. Got it.
But you presently look, a little bit more. I don't know how to quite put it. Put together, perhaps.
Yes, thank you. I honestly am feeling a little bit energized, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about it if I can.
Oh, please.
So, ever since our guest Mike Keys was here a little while back, of course, listeners will remember Mike Keys works at conventions and helps people find lost objects. Mike Keys told you the whereabouts of the will to live that you had lost, and for me, the Yamagotchi I had lost.
Arguably more important. Yeah.
There's a sweet potato based virtual pet. Now, of course, Mike mentioned that for me it was buried under the old maple tree behind my childhood home.
Right.
And so I decided to go find that maple tree.
Wow.
And I just am so disappointed with this city, Sal. You're not going to believe it. I go there and I find the tree. It's exactly how I remembered. It's a little bit taller. The tire swing's still there. I find my Yamagotchi. It's great. And the battery, it stayed. Look, he's still going. Yeah, that's pretty
This is all disappointing to you.
So no. So the disappointing thing is my childhood home wasn't there anymore. Can you believe this?
Way.
There was no white picket fence. There was no house. Instead, there was just an old abandoned laboratory.
Okay.
Yeah, and so in the time my house was bulldozed, a laboratory was put up, and it collapsed. Clearly, it failed, and so it was shut down. Some kind of genetic testing place. Right. I don't know. I didn't recognize it.
Well, let's not focus on the bad aspects of your family home being torn down. Let's focus on the memories you do have your family home. Maybe we could revisit those. Go to the good old days for a moment.
And this is what I'm thinking about. I think about all the family I had around the house.
Right.
And I come from, and I know I'm a bit of a slacker, but I come from a long line of doctors.
Right.
Listeners who have really, really listened to the show will remember, if you've listened to the early episodes, probably a Bubo one, because it was a lot of specifics about my backstory.
It really was.
I had a brother named Kevin or Kyle, can't remember.
His
fingers turned into surgical tools. I remember him from this house. I remember my mom, Jean, Dr. Jean. I think it was Dr. Jean Splicer. Weird that she had a different name than I did, but hey, she was a professional woman. She kept her maiden name. It sucks when we go back to these places and we picture them one way and they're just not. They're not the same. They're not what they used to be.
Right.
I remember a window on the wall of my bedroom that overlooked a maple tree.
Right.
I don't remember a ton of other details.
Now, well, let's focus on the maple tree for a moment. I mean, It must have been fun to see it sort of change leaf patterns and such throughout the year.
Well, it was kind of. I think, okay, so here's the thing. I do think it was one of those maple trees that kind of just stays, like the same.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mike was right. There were a lot of animal bones under the tree. They all had different collars on.
Right.
I couldn't tell what kind of animals they were. They didn't look like any animals I ever recognized. Certainly, it would look a bit like a chimp or like a dog or like a bunch of rodents, but they'd have a little something.
Hold on,
extra.
One set of bones looked like a bunch of rodents.
Yes, one set of bones looked like a bunch of rodents kind of tangled together. Probably where I got my obsession with rat kings from, probably, to be honest.
Right. Angus, a quick question.
Yeah,
and I don't mean to detract at all from this fun reminiscing. Are you familiar with the term a repressed memory?
I'm not, actually. That sounds crazy. That sounds like nothing I've ever heard of.
No, okay.
Nothing. No.
Okay. I don't want to sort of push this because I'm worried about what we might unpack.
Yeah, you could unhinge me as a person and I could unravel it. And then we wouldn't be able to do the podcast. So I think whatever we're about to do, I think we should take it slow.
I think we should
maybe
we just put like pause it here?
I'd say put a pin in it. I feel I feel so energized. I don't want to be slowed down because Sal, all this to say, all this stuff, I went back to where I grew up and I saw that it changed, and it didn't seem like a fun place for kids anymore, and I don't want that to happen to other kids in Super City. So I was thinking
that's admirable.
Thank you. I was thinking, what are some ways we could get involved with the young people of Super City? We're so disillusioned with the older, the people in power who all happen to be like really old and wealthy. It's crazy. The elite. There are very few like wealthy young people in Super City. Yeah. It's all like old people, generational wealth. So I want to encourage the young people who will hopefully one day become old people to kind of do the right thing. The adage of this podcast. So I wanted to get involved with the community.
And this is something I can get behind 100%. When I'm at all of these raves, especially the ones that are very kid focused, there's a lot. This might surprise you. There's a lot of children present.
Wow,
Angus. Just because it's a child-focused rave does not mean there's any less drugs. If anything, it seems to be a more heightened presence.
That's upsetting. I feel like we should change some of that. Be like, okay, less unlabeled pills and more like pixie sticks and
Right. Drop that
juice
powder
puffs
for this powder.
Exactly. So sugar.
Let's drugs, more hugs.
Exactly. And put a ball pit in, this kind of thing. So like I'm glad we're on the same page.
The ball pit was already there. You don't need to worry about the ball pit.
Good. So I really feel super energized, and I think honestly, Sal, I don't think it's this, and I don't think it's just I'm questioning my own life and I don't want to look at it and I'm just throwing myself into something else. I don't think it's that.
No,
I definitely want to help other people right now.
Right.
And it's not because my life's falling apart.
Yeah. There's no way, shape, or form that you're trying to sort of fix your own past by sort of focusing on others' futures.
Exactly. It's not that. It's totally unrelated to me learning a bunch of stuff about myself. And it's just, we're good. I'm good. Sal, tell me I'm good. Do I look good?
You're doing great. And I love this little enclosure you've made for your Yamagata. It's very sterile.
Yes. Never losing him again. Ever.
No. I don't think it's possible to lose him in this type of compound. Is that a fair descriptor?
It's a plexiglass compound case that he's in. Of course,
observation deck too.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little door I can slide, but just a little bit so that I can press the buttons. And of course, you'll notice it is shackled to my wrist. So I'm never losing this guy again.
Was that an elm tree or something there on the wall of the Yamagachi's room?
Maybe or maple. I think it was supposed to be an maple, but I think it came out more elm.
Okay.
Yeah. No. And there's like a little bucket for the Yamagachi and a little tree drawn on the wall, and yeah. Are you writing? What are you writing down?
I'm just taking some notes now for something that I feel will come up later. Okay. I'm just making sure I have my sequence of events in order.
Classic Sal, always taking notes. I'm not much of a notes guy. No. If a memory's painful, I let it go. I don't even want to hold on to it.
Yeah, you're definitely someone who doesn't have baggage. You're more of like a rucksack kind of guy.
No, please, I can carry everything I own in this fleshy backpack on my back. So,
okay.
So, do you want to just sit in silence and be alone with our thoughts while we wait?
I don't think that's wise for you at this moment.
I don't think so either. So
I think now's a great time for us to maybe cut to commercial.
Okay.
Let's cut to ad.
Okay.
Come back from ad.
Yes.
Do one of our funny little jokes, and then we introduce our guest.
I think that's a great idea. I have a great guest lined up for the second half of this episode.
I'm looking forward to it. And okay. I have a great, funny joke to bring us back from ad break.
I can't wait.
Hi, I'm Nick Watson.
And I'm Bree Watson.
And we're the host of the Constant Struggle podcast.
We're also siblings.
That too.
Our podcast is about trying to balance art and life.
Creativity and chores.
Passion and paychecks.
Each episode, we talk to an awesome guest.
We learn about their art, their craft,
and all the frustrating struggles that come along with the journey.
So be sure to check out the Constant Struggle podcast
on the Podcavern Network.
Wow, that was really that was good, Sal. That was wow, that was multi-layered and complex and just
and could you believe the callback to like several episodes ago?
It's truly a thing of beauty, Sal. I'm sure I got that all in the recording there, so I'll make sure I'll juice it up a bit in the episode for you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Well, hey, thank you for keeping me kind of, constantly stimulated so that I'm never left alone with my own thoughts. And I really appreciate that, Sal. And whatever it was that was on that pacifier that you gave me really
it's really mellowing you out.
Very much so.
It's funny because it brings you down, but it also pops your pupils out.
Well, that's what I feel. I feel like I see more. I see more. And listeners will remember, canonically, I have the eyes of a goat now.
Exactly. I don't even know if those types of eyes can dilate. But
I don't think so. They feel it though. And so it's, I feel calmer, but my heart rate is faster. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works. But
you've got like a sweaty, nervous energy about you.
Definitely. And that's my shtick now. I'm just sweaty and nervous. But enough about us. Sal, I have a wonderful guest lined up for us today. Someone who I thought would be able to help us, figure out how best we can get involved with our community, here in Super City. So please welcome to the show, local employee at the local community center, Glorf. Hello, Glorf. How are you doing?
Glorf. Hi, everyone. I love that joke too. I thought that was a pretty good one.
Thank you.
It's pretty great.
Thank you, Glorf.
Thank you. Because
I didn't really get it. I don't understand the callbacks, but I'm here for it.
But it had the cadence of a joke, so you knew the spots where you were supposed to laugh. It's great.
We both laughed, so it should be funny.
Well, thank you, Glorf, and I appreciate you coming on the show. I bumped into you when I was kind of canvassing. I was looking around one of my local community centers here in Super City. I was kind of scoping them out, trying to figure out what the best one to get involved with, because I really want to help out the youth of Super City. I feel like they're certainly being underserved in this cyberpunk dystopian city that we find ourselves in. And I just want to get involved, and so I figured who better to talk to than someone who works at the local community center. So Glorf, I don't know, maybe you could tell us a bit about what it is you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a messy job, like literally.
Of course.
Of course.
Kids have a lot of mess, physically and mentally, I guess. And
okay. Yeah.
I'm a custodian there, and I'm there to clean that up and clean them up. It's kind of a good metaphor I got going.
Well, now this is interesting. So you're a custodian who not only specializes in cleaning up physical messes, but also the mental, emotional messes of the youth at the center.
Yeah, it kind of just started happening, people start saying stuff in the bathroom, and I just kind of,
and you're there, like you're cleaning.
I'm just there, just trying to clean up the sticky messes.
Of course. And you're kind of offering like a shoulder to cry on, or an ear to listen to,
not actually cry on. I mean, as I make everything sticky.
Okay. I wanted to ask, so is this, does this have, and you don't have to share this unless you feel comfortable, does this have anything to do with your power? You seem kind of sticky.
Yeah, I make everything sticky.
You make everything sticky. Now,
every time I touch, like I said, you bumped into me, and I'm sorry. That was like an hour and a half of trying to get out of that.
It's cool. It's cool, and I don't mind sitting next to you now. We'll get it figured out. It's not a big deal.
It's like really sticky,
It's very sticky. So, this is good. I love learning about people's kind of powers and stuff like that. So it's a touch-based power to activate. It's not just do you have like an aura of stickiness?
I can't control it, man.
You can't control it. Okay. So but things, you do have to touch something to make it sticky.
Yeah, but as a woman tar, it's kind of hard, because.
Oh, sorry, what?
A woman tar?
A woman tar. Now what? Okay.
Well, as you see, I've 4 legs that are actually arms, and my torso is just a female
so you are
body.
You are half a woman and the other half a different one.
Yeah.
Got it. So okay, so your legs, of which there are 4, are actually the arms of a woman.
Yeah.
Got it. Amazing.
It just makes it really sticky.
Yes. Yeah. That's what makes
it should
sticky.
be clear to our listeners that the woman tar part is not related to the superpower. We just have all kinds of people here in super.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yes. And to be honest, Sal and I, obviously, we can see Glorf. Like, we can see that Glorf is a woman tor. But, we find it better to kind of ease the listener, especially listeners that don't live in Super City, of which I'm sure there are many.
Yeah, some people might not know we exist,
No, and I love to shine a light on this kind of thing. Can you tell us what it's like being a woman tor?
Sticky.
Well, that's specifically you. Or not all women tor are sticky, right? That is your power. Yeah. But I imagine it's no easier being a woman tor when you're sticky. So I don't know what kind of, does that make your job as a custodian hard?
Yeah, I take up a lot of space. It's just like with kids kind of running around, and I just, that makes it hard. So I try to stay out of the way, but like I said, they're naturally drawn to me. If I accidentally touch them, even more so, because I like pat their head, and well, now I've got a kid stuck to my.
Well, I think Glorf. I think if you know that you have a sticky power, I think it's on you to not pat people on the head.
Now, Glorf, I'm sure your personal obstacles, what with your superpower, do make your day-to-day challenging. But I'm more curious about the current political climate within Super City. Of course, because the mayor has been pretty upfront about wanting to keep all children in the home.
Yes.
He's been very clear that a child is better not seen nor heard, and should only emerge from the home once they're 18 and of voting age, which is difficult, I imagine, to get them into the community centers. So maybe you could speak to some of the programs your community center is offering to get the kids out there, get them into the community center, get them all gummed up in your sticky aura.
Yeah, like I said, we're at the grunge side of town, so we have a lot of like.
That's right. This was the grunge district.
Yeah.
Which is, a perfectly fine place. Think I don't know, 90s Seattle.
That's literally.
Some might call it a nirvana for those of the more seedier side of society.
Absolutely. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. We want them to headbang. Yeah. We want them to be seen and heard. So.
I do want to say I love the flannel that you kind of have. You have tied around your waist and just kind of draped over the quadrupedal woman half of your body. It looks cool. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, we just want to be cool here,
it's cool.
I love how distressed your jeans are. Now, I have a question considering your tor half. Is that distressed jeans or is that a distressed denim jacket?
Oh, interesting. This Sal, this is why I'm glad we have you on the show, man. It's
all about perspective, right? And that's what I'm trying to teach the kids.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Did that blow your mind?
It really did.
That's what I use as an example when I'm accidentally counseling them in the bathroom.
Accidentally counseling them. Can you speak to that at all?
Well, just they're in the bathroom and I'm cleaning and they kind of tell me their problems, and just physically, I think I make things stick mentally too,
Do you mind if we role play this a little bit? Like if I pretend to be a kid in the bathroom and we can just kind of see how one of these interactions plays out?
Yeah, just role play that you have
sure
childhood repressed memories or something.
Honestly, I'm there already. I think I can do that. Okay.
Hey, you! Do you want a Kleenex or something?
The
heck's happening?
No, it's okay. There's toilet paper in the stall.
Well, just use it, but don't use too much.
Okay, I'm sorry. How much is too much?
Well, that's something you got to ask yourself internally.
Wow. When do I put my foot down and stop letting people push me around?
And don't get torn like that paper.
Wow. Glorf. Okay, I'm out of it. That's very helpful. What's wrong?
Oh, I did it again. I'm
what
good
is
at it,
so It's okay. Like, if the thing you're accidentally doing is helping people, I think it's okay. I immediately, like, that felt like good advice. I felt like kind of like it unlocked something in me.
Did it stick?
I think it's gonna stick. I think it's gonna stick.
Mm-hmm. Angus, you already look like a load's been lifted off your shoulders.
I think so. Yeah. Like, I just feel like, I feel like I will take this to heart. What you said, and that was just like, that was a role play. That's like not even necessarily even something I maybe even necessarily feel, or I'm trying not to feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
We feel there,
Glorf.
The 90s grunge community center is all about feel.
Yeah.
And drugs.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And drugs.
Of course.
Glorf, if I may, real quick, just pull you aside. A quick thing. I'm not gonna actually sort of guide you over to the side here. I don't want to get stuck. Now, Angus, I'm aware that you are currently stuck to Glorf.
Do you want me
so
to
if you
do
could just sort of
earmuffs?
like,
Sure.
Plug the old ears. Thank you.
Yep.
Glorf. I don't want to say Angus just had a breakthrough, but Angus is going through something, and that was the most relieved I've seen him in the past week to 2 weeks. Timeline's a little messy. If you would be so kind as to maybe do a couple more of these role-playing things with Angus. And keep dropping these nuggets of wisdom so that they stick to him. I think this is going to be of great help to him.
I mean, I'm already sticking to him, so maybe we'll okay.
Okay. Angus, I was thinking that seeing you do more of these role-playing things would be of help to me. Because me, a classic Sal, I'm emotionally stunted. So
of course. Well, and you've said that you've told me on many occasions that you don't see the value in role playing.
I don't. I see people fantasizing, and I say, use your time more wisely.
You seem younger now, Sal. Try it out. You never know.
That's true, Sal.
You know what,
Sal? It's time to get that "hope is not a strategy" tattoo removed. I think it's time to lighten up a little bit, my dude.
Okay. Maybe,
but I can show you the way. I can totally show you the way.
This is what I'm thinking. You show me what it means to fantasize.
Got it.
So allow me to propose another role-playing scenario for you to explore.
Okay, sure.
Here's the scenario that just popped into my mind.
Got it.
I found out that the people I thought were my parents are not actually my parents.
Oh, okay. Yes. No, I can totally do this one. I think I'm close enough to that one. I think I can kind of find a way into that.
Okay.
Okay. So we're in the bathroom.
Oh yeah. I've heard this one before. Again, are you relieving yourself, or are you relieving yourself?
I'm sorry. I'm having a rough time right now. I kind of just figured out that I'm not the person I thought I was, and I maybe don't come from the people or the place that I thought I did. And I'm a little lost, and I don't know who I am or what I am.
You don't know what you are?
Yeah, I don't know what I am.
I mean, did you poop recently?
Yeah. I mean, yes, very recently. Some would say one could say currently.
Okay, so is it smooth or is it rough?
Is it smooth or is I mean, smooth, I guess, but not too smooth.
Think about that.
Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so like what you're saying is like I am what I am, and it doesn't matter what I thought I was. It's more about knowing what I am.
And what is coming out of you.
And what's coming out. Also, yes. Yeah. We are defined by the things we do and the things we leave behind, not the places we thought we came from. Wow, Glorf. Wow, you are good. Oh my God, Glorf.
There's some nuggets for your nuggets.
Woo! Role play over. I'm out. Wow. Okay. Wow. Sal, you see how it's done?
I think it's great, but maybe just
one
more.
Maybe one more. Yeah, no, totally.
Third time's the charm. Okay. Let me think here. Coming up with a random scenario.
Sure, totally random scenario.
Totally random scenario. One popped into my mind.
Okay.
I recently found out that I may have been subjected to medical experiments that I did not necessarily consent to.
Yes. Got it. Honestly, let's go right into it.
God. Oh my God.
Oh, hey, Glorf. Hi.
Child, what is it?
I don't know, man. Do you ever get the feeling, Glorf, that you're just an experiment that people are just poking and prodding at you, and they're making you into something, and they've designed you to be a specific way?
Yeah, I'm sticky. How the hell did that happen?
Oh my God. Glorf, you're right. You're sticky. You're sticky, and I have a podcast equipment fused with my body, which I also got through a botched experiment. Oh my God. We are the patterns that we see ourselves in. We are our behavior, our habits become our behavior, becomes our life. The things we do make us, and the things that are done to us, well, if they're not our fault, they're still a part of us. It's not something to run away from. It's something to confront. It's something to acknowledge and stand up to and say, I am more than a specimen in a tube. Glorf, thank you.
Yeah, and just wash your damn hands.
Of course, thank you, Glorf.
Of everything. Of everything.
Wash my hands of everything. Sal, Glorf, this is role play over, but I will use the Purell on Sal's desk here. This is Purell, right, Sal?
Yep, sure.
Just okay, cool, awesome, great. Oh, it's
one for you and one for me.
Of course, yeah. Okay. Oh, never seen anyone take Purell like that before, but that's cool. Hey, man. Hey. Woo.
That definitely looks like stuff I've cleaned up before.
All right. So,
wow.
I think all of these role-playing scenarios were really good. And I think I'm ready to try one myself. Mm-hmm. Angus, perhaps, since I've done so much suggesting for you, perhaps you suggest a scenario for me to role-play.
Sure. And this is just popping into my head now.
Sure.
Maybe I've just recently become I just recently found out I'm actually younger than I thought I was, and I'm kind of living out this different way, this extreme different way of how I previously lived out a decade or two of my life. I'm doing it in a totally different way now, because I maybe feel a deep-seated sense of regret of how I did it before, and I'm just moving so fast and living so fast that I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Maybe something like that, something in that realm.
I'm gonna have to dig deep on this one. I'm not sure if I have that one in me, but okay. So I'm going to try and do what you did, Angus. Here.
So pretend you're in a bathroom.
Pretend I'm in a bathroom. Done. Woo!
Are you okay in there? What's going on?
I've never felt better. I am currently living my life the way I now perceive myself as having wanted to live it, and I am doing fine.
Yeah, I see you on top of the stall. Get out. Get down from there.
Stop trying to drag me down. I want to be on top for once.
Well, you gotta start from the bottom to get to the top. You gotta slow down, man.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
It's all snapping into perspective all of a sudden.
Yeah, just like the door. You just snapped it.
You're trying to say that by rushing and trying to be something I'm not, I'm
gonna break stuff.
I'm breaking things that are important to not only myself, but to others. And that I need to learn to crawl before I run, so that I can make sure that I have a solid foundation under me to live a full and fulfilling life.
Yeah, and stop getting pee all over our foundation. Jeez.
Glorf, I have to point something out here. Being on the outside of it now, Sal, you look like you have something truly to contemplate now, and that's how I've been feeling after these. I'm beginning to think Glorf's power isn't stickiness, and is instead like the power of epiphany. Like I think the stickiness may just be a byproduct of your job or lifestyle.
What do you eat, Glorf?
Yeah, what do you eat?
As a woman-tar?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
as a person,
taboo to ask, you know?
Oh, that's true. That's not cool of us to ask.
We eat a lot of grass.
You eat a lot of grass. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey.
Some flowers. We're pretty much vegetarian diet.
Okay.
Every once in a while, like a frog gets in there, but
a frog.
Like a frog with those sticky tongues.
Yeah. Interesting.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Whoa. Are you having an epiphany right now?
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe I should stop eating those things. Holy crap.
Wow. Honestly, all of us our minds are just blown. Listeners, you can't see this, but we're all kind of like sitting cross-legged now on the floor. It's very
really hard when we're stuck together, but
it's very hard. Oh, sorry, I should say I'm sitting cross-legged. You are sitting cross-armed on the floor.
Right.
Sal's legs don't bend like that, so he's more like spiritually. Oh no, wait, you've got young.
Sal, I've got young nubile legs now.
Do you want to try crossing your legs? I don't know if you've tried that.
Never tried that before. So you're just suggesting I bottom on the ground.
Yeah.
I take this leg and I sort of
crisscross applesauce
and cross this one up.
That's what the kids say these days.
Oh wow,
Sal. My hips have never been more open.
Oh,
I've never felt more grounded.
Sal, you're aligning your chakras with the floor, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wow.
Is this what it means to be one with the earth?
It's either that or the Purell you just dropped a few seconds ago. It could be.
Yeah, no, that's hitting. That's hitting hard.
It's that. Okay, so listeners, Sal is
second Angus head.
Yeah, Sal is rolling now. Wow. Okay, I feel like our lives have been changed by Glorf, and we weren't necessarily expecting that. But
I didn't even know it was going to happen.
None of us know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of it. But Glorf, I do still want, I want to take this energy forward. I want to get involved with the, with the community at the community center. Do you guys have like things that you're doing with the kids there, like sports or crafts or any kind of events that maybe Sal and I could get involved with?
Yeah, there's like some stuff. Like I said, it's grungy, and there's some like, there's some crafts, making some weird stuff. I just clean up what they do, right? So I clean up the art, and I end up cleaning up all the throw up from the kids in the baseball team. I know there's a baseball team.
There's a baseball team?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used to play a little league when I was a kid. I played a bit of little league, I should say. Sal, you ever played? What's wrong, Glorf?
Oh, it's just messy.
It's messy. Well,
baseball's messy.
Well, yeah. Do the kids have like a coach or anything to kind of guide them, or are they just kind of making a mess all the time?
I mean, yeah, they're just making them. I think they call it a coach, but
they call it a coach. What do they call a coach? I'm very curious now. Is it like a pile of equipment? Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. They just like start hitting the coach, and I just kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. I do my best there. I don't really see what's going on, but they pretty unbridled over there.
Sal, I'm starting to realize once we leave the boundaries of the inside of the community center, Glorf's knowledge of what's going on becomes a little.
I don't know.
It's true.
They're
You're
in the baseball field. I'm not the groundskeeper.
No.
I see it out there, and they're pretty all over the place. They could use some help.
Yes, you could say Glorf sticks to what they know.
Oh, wow. An amazing callback to the joke. Oh, my God.
From the break, yes.
Wow, from the break. That's incredible. Sal, that's good. That's good, Sal. Wow, and that's even recontextualized now that we know Glorf. Oh, my God.
Thank you, puddle of Angus on the ground.
Oh, man, you are tripping hard.
I am.
Okay, well, Sal, it sounds like there's an opening, maybe coaching a little league team. Is that something you think we could even do together?
Find someone to fill in for it? That sounds like a fun 2-man ep.
I don't think they don't have anybody. I don't think.
Sal, I'm thinking you and I should be the coaches.
Oh wow, that's a better idea.
That's even better, right? Well, then let's you know what, Glorf, we'll be there. We'll be there bright and early on Sunday. What time do they practice?
6 a.m. I think.
Oh God, that's early.
I mean, you're the coaches. You can change that.
We're that just like that. We're the coaches. So
I'm just saying, if you get
it's gonna stick. I think.
Oh God, I might be there at 6 a.m. if we can't get ourselves unstuck.
Oh God, no, I'm sure we can. I don't even like this shirt that much. I'll just look. I think if this shirt is so ratty. I think if I just walk away from you, yeah, see there.
Oh, what's happening? I don't like what I'm
Sal,
seeing.
it's okay. Sal, it's okay. Sal, here, have this orange slice. Have some pulpy orange juice. That helps. Yeah, that feels good. Just sit down and just look at this kaleidoscope.
Orange slice. Look at that It's coach instinct coming out.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I guess I do have a little bit of a coach in me, I think I could do that. Hey, if you can't do, coach, you know what they all say, right?
Yes.
Well, Glorf, thank you for coming on the show and really like opening Sal and my eyes and kind of helping us find a little direction. We've been a little rudderless lately. We've got a looming legal battle. We've gotten some major life-changing information, some of us. But you've really helped us kind of right ourselves a little bit, I think. And I really want to thank you, Glorf.
You should come join me in the bathroom sometime. We can talk about coaching strategies or whatever.
Genuinely think that'd be a good idea, because if being in an actual bathroom with you is more powerful than role playing it, then I think Sal and I will be whole new people coming out of that bathroom.
I'm actually a little intimidated about the prospect of it.
That's true, because if we change too much of ourselves,
what show do we have at that point? Exactly. A lot of the show's unpacking our personal trauma.
Well, and will we even recognize ourselves when we look in the mirror?
Our mirrors, maybe not.
I don't even recognize the shadow dimension in the mirror I'm looking at currently.
All right. Well, I think I should probably help Sal out with this. So that's going to do it for us here at Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. For those of you listening at home, remember, try to do the right thing. Glorf, do you have any custodial remedies for a kid that's tripping balls?
Oh yeah, you gotta rub the dirt in real good.
Okay, all right, you heard it. Sal, this is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me.
Hey everybody, Angus here. As always, Sal Bedfellow was played by Matthew Wally. Glorf was played by Leichelle Little. Matthew, Leichelle, and I are all members of the Dungeons & Dragons inspired improv team Quest Friends Forever, and we'll be performing at Ottawa Comic-Con this year, Saturday, September 7th. If you come to the convention, come check us out. If you like the show, consider leaving a review or telling a friend about it. It really helps us out here. And head on over to podcavern.com to check out our merch store. We've got lots of cool hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that. Anything you buy there helps us keep the lights on here. Thanks for listening.